self-help relationships.
Okay.
And that's what it's all about. Even in our housing program, Jonathan, which is we work through our elderly again, or our children, or those folks with disabilities, to offer housing opportunities, either to do a rehab to a home, put in a ramp or a porch, or in some cases we actually even do some new builds. So those are opportunities that another major program, and then one program I didn't mention that I need to make sure I get in is called WorkFest and YouthFest.
Okay.
And that's alternative spring break opportunities for both college and high school kids that are held in March and April of every year. And those kids get an opportunity to come in and participate actually in a housing build. So
that is so phenomenal. Let's touch a little bit on the housing projects, just a few minutes, because take a look at this. There's a lot of people that don't have those wheelchair ramps, and maybe possibly they've not winterized, their windows are seeping cold air through, or their ceilings are leaking, things like that. And you all will actually come into their homes and repair these things.
that's exactly right.
Oh, that is phenomenal, because there's a lot of people in this area, maybe even the elderly, that when it rains, they got leaks coming down through their ceiling or something like that, and it's just really helping somebody.
Well, the one opportunity I think that we have is especially at that time of year in March and April, is to leverage that many youth. We have about 1,000 volunteers a year that will come through just those two programs to help do housing rebuilds.
Right.
Or rehabs, we call them.
Uh-huh.
So those are great opportunities for the high school and college kids to get involved with giving back and serving the needs of those folks here in Eastern Kentucky.
And it makes the kids and the youth feel so good that they're being able to help their community, help their neighbors. You know, I've seen the pictures posted on Facebook, and they're all out there with one mind and just wanting to get the job done.
Absolutely. Yes, sir.
That's what we need more of, people to come together and say, hey, what can I do? How can I get involved?
That's right. That's right.
So there are different ways that people can get involved through donations, through volunteering their time and things like that.
Well, and one of the best ways is, God's granted us all abundances.
Oh.
And if we just go through and look in our closet sometime, it's something maybe the children have grown up and we still got clothing sitting around that we can give back to others and help those who really have a need.
Exactly. So, or if somebody's got old storage units or things like that that they want to clear out and just bring and donate, they're more than welcome to do that.
That's right. And, one other program, I keep expanding on our programs, but because we have 20, it's hard to remember them all.
I love these.
But we have what's called an advocacy program.
Okay.
And in the advocacy program, we work with those people who may have had a burnout.
Oh.
They may not be able to get the winter bill paid if it's an extremely cold month, and the gas bills are up and the gasoline costs are up. So
exactly.
They can come through our advocacy programs, and on occasion we will help them relieve some of those bills.
Well, that means so much to people, especially at a devastating time, like if they lose their home, they lose all their belongings. It's so devastating for people, because the first thing that hits their mind is, what are we going to do now?
That's right. Yeah.
And what we need to do is be there and say, hey, we've come to lend a hand.
That's exactly right. And that's what we're there for.
So 20 different type programs in 31 different counties.
Yes, sir.
So you all are reaching every aspect, just coming through. And we're going to talk more about the donations too.
Well, and then I'm going to specifically mention one more program it just came to my mind.
Okay.
Was called Disaster Relief.
Disaster relief, like tornadoes and floods?
Absolutely.
Okay.
we have a group that actually will go into all of Appalachia, not just here in central Appalachia, but we'll try and help during disaster times.
Okay.
But, you know, of course, in eastern Kentucky, we have a lot of flooding. In other Appalachian states, they have hurricanes or tornadoes. So we try to be a first responder to help get things stabilized. And we're in right with the Red Cross when we have to jump right in on the front end. And we try to stabilize, and then we retreat and let the long-term recovery people take over from there. So we do a lot of chainsaw work, a lot of what's called muck outs, and